Hey everyone, it's Robyn Ellis, otherwise known as Inspired Robyn Healer, and I'm coming to you today from my home office in a bit of a why do I say that? Because it's been so long since I've done a video for you guys. It's been so long since I've been consistently posting on my Facebook or my Instagram, to my mailing list, on my YouTube. I keep falling off that consistency wagon. And I don't know about you, but have you also been feeling a bit muddle, fuddle, waddle, duddled recently? Tell me in the comments if you have been. I just feel like it's so hard to plan anything, to get my mood up to a place where I want to do what I love doing the most, which is Reiki healings. When I have got a client here or online and we're booked in and we're going for it and we're doing the Reiki healing, it's the most magnificent, beautiful, wonderful place for me to be, and I feel such purpose and worth and worthiness and enjoyment from that experience, from doing that. Yet I've been having a real drama with setting myself up to attract more people that would like to be in a space of peace, calm, healing with me as their healer. Because I know what I do is of value to many of you. And particularly those of you who are like me and you have chronic illness and you may be feeling stuck, feeling anxiety, feeling down, feeling unsure, feeling maybe even unworthy. Maybe that's why I've been feeling those feelings myself. I want to share with you a dream that I've had. This week I went to the beach. I was having a bit of a morning. So I went to the beach to do some grounding because I know that is a really good thing to do, to connect with nature, to put your feet in the sand and feel the ocean lapping over your feet. And I saw some whales. It's the whale migration season here in Australia at the moment, and we hadn't actually been lucky enough to see many this year, and just happened to be this day that I saw the whales. And I stood there and I asked, and I posted about this on my Facebook. I stood there and I asked, can I just please see your tail? I know that's a sign you can hear me, like I was just thinking it as I was standing there in the water. I'd just like to see the tail go up, and then I'll be happy. I'll know that you've heard me. There's a message in that for me. And so I saw the tail come up and I was like, and that was all. That was it. That was it for the whales. Then last night, or early this morning, I woke up and I've been instructed, to pay attention to my dreams at the moment. And vividly, the only thing I can remember from my dream was that I was at the beach and I was sitting at on a building or apartment block balcony, like a holiday unit or something. Anyway. And there were whales, and the whale was very close to the shore, and it was kind of like stuck, like a breached whale. Like it was in the shallows and it was in trouble. But it was able to get itself back out. And it was a big whale. And then it just looked at me and it just squirted water like a wave over me. And I was trying to work out what it is that means. With the whale thing. I have posted on my page, let me just go to that, the meaning of the whale. So I'm just going to go hop on Facebook now while I'm talking to you here on this video. I'm doing a recorded video because I prefer that to lives because I get a bit distracted by commenting. So I'm going to go to my page. Inspired Robyn Healer. If you're not following me there, well, you wouldn't be seeing this video, hey. And let's look at what the whale has to say. So it says, whales fascinate us with their majesty and displays of grandeur, reminding us that our sacred oceans are vibrant, alive, and in dire need of protection. Their torpedo-shaped bodies allow them to dive to great depths and swim great speeds using their tail fins for further propulsion and navigation. Many whales live for over 50 years and have been seen throughout history as the timekeepers of the ocean. Whales are among some of the most intelligent and emotional creatures on the planet, known to teach and learn from each other, cooperate, plan, grieve, and empathize. Cooperate, plan, grieve, and empathize. I'm writing that down. A little exercise in understanding my dreams and sightings this week. So let's write that down. We're going to write cooperate, plan, grieve, empathize. Whilst whales lack strength in particular senses like vision and taste, they have highly sensitive hearing, which allows them to quiet their mind and take in all that is happening around them. Message in that: quiet their mind and take in all that is happening around them. These things stand out to me in these cards. I just got cut off by a phone call, so sorry about that. They communicate using their own mystical language, mixing unique ranges of whistles and clicks using sonar and melodic sounds to communicate. They receive sounds directly through their throats into their ear canals, which can be seen as a symbol of truly communicating your needs. Truly communicating your needs. And desires. Stands out. And of expressing yourself truthfully through your creative ventures. Writing this down too. Now, just to explain why I'm doing this and why I've decided to put this on a video, this is part of me expressing myself truthfully through my creative ventures. It's also about me demonstrating what happens when I have a healing session. I may have a healing session, say, on my Reiki, so inspiredrobyn.com/Reiki, where you find my basic Reiki services. I have a sit in peace healing, and I have a cuppa and a chat healing. In that time, like it might be you just want to sit online with me here on a phone call, on a Zoom call, and we have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever we feel like drinking, and we have a conversation. I dial in, I tune into Creator and my spirit guidance team and my angels. And I may use Archangel Michael cards, secret language of color cards, because I might see colors, or I may go to this particular card deck, the Animal Kin Oracle, which I'm reading from now by Sarah Wilder, because I see a vision of an animal that has a message for whatever is going on for you in your life right now. And I'll decipher little things. There's messages within that card. It's amazing how my guides can speak to me through card decks that others have created and tell me information that is relevant to what you need right now, which can help you on your healing journey or just in life in general. Now, I don't want to generalize that I can do this for everyone. Like, I'm getting stuck. I've been getting stuck in that whole niching thing. That's what stops me. My head spins when I think about that. Yet I follow creators and creatives and business women who are really successful that don't niche. They just do this. They get on here and they talk naturally, and they talk how they're thinking and feeling and what's coming up for them right now. And that's how I want to be showing up. That's always how I've wanted to show up. Yet I've stopped myself. So expressing yourself truthfully through your creative ventures. This is what I want to do more of. Now, I don't know if hopping on a Facebook Live and doing a live session with those of you that want to turn up is the way that I can show you and be a demonstration of this connection that I have and this ability to maybe provide some sort of insight into something that you're stuck with right now, because that's basically what it does, and it helps calm your body. I mean, sometimes just feeling, someone gets it. I understand now where I need to be right now, or what's going on right now for me in my life and how to handle it. That's basically what it is. I mean, I don't know, we're all seekers, aren't we? We all sometimes get a bit stuck in our journeys, and this is what a session with me can do. We spend 60 minutes together, or not, 60 to 90 minutes, depending on what session you book. And answers can come. Healing can come. Stuff that's going on in your body can be discovered that you may want to be looking at with your doctor or with your diet and lifestyle. There may be some things emotionally that are causing you to feel dis-ease and physical symptoms. Honestly, the emotions and that can have a big, huge part in our physical symptoms that we have, particularly those of us with chronic illness, or if you're not feeling well. There can be underlying things going on in your life that we can shift and heal to help you feel better. And that's what I do. And I've been so stuck in how to get to you guys to understand and to know that I'm here to help. So I have my website, inspiredrobyn.com, where you can see what I do. And maybe it doesn't quite fully explain, and I'd love your feedback on that, so I can improve it, because I have full control on improving that descriptiveness of what it is that I do. But I want you to know that I'm here, and Monday to Friday, and even on the weekends, I do evening sessions if needed. I have got a calendar hooked up, which has been frustrating, and I'm being honest, because I feel like it's easier to just contact me and then we work out a time together, and then I invoice and we send through the link to have a Zoom call if we're doing distance, or you come and visit me here at my home in Budrum. So yes, if it sounds like something that would be of interest to you, to have a message from me that may, or a healing with me that may provide some insight and comfort with what's going on for you right now, whether it be your health or your life or relationships, whatever it could be causing you dis-ease in some way, shape or form. That's what I can help you with. And for me, it has been like the whale: cooperate, plan, grieve, empathize. I think I've been feeling the grief that's going on energetically, globally, as a collective with this whole pandemic. I mean, I've got people stuck in Melbourne that I care about that, you know, I'd love for them to be able to come up here and visit, and the borders are shut and they're stuck at home, and I feel for you guys. To the point that I don't like going out that much myself, and I do have the ability to do that. I feel guilty because I can, because I live in Queensland, and I shouldn't feel guilty. And I do empathize with you because I am feeling guilty for that. To plan my business and plan my time, it just has felt like a real stopper for me in the recent months. This whole planning ahead, and then it feels like you just got to give up plans. I think this is where it's coming from, giving up plans because you get interrupted by lockdown and ended up, you know, having your kids at home schooling, and any ideas you had. I lost my yoga membership. I mean, where I was going to yoga closed down, and it's completely closed down now, and I need to find something new, but I haven't got around to doing that because I think deep down inside you have that in the back of your head. What happens if we get locked down again and it all goes pear-shaped as well? Yeah. And then the whales saying, quiet their mind, and they take in all that is happening around them. That's been sort of sitting back and not really being an observer more than actually a doer has been something I've been doing a lot of, watching everyone else. And I don't know how good that is on an online perspective, because then you get into comparison. You start comparing yourself. I don't know, if you're on a healing journey like me, you could be watching people like me who has the diet and lifestyle thing sort of, or appears to have it down pat. I don't fully, because I've been falling back. Yes, I'm guilty. Eating more high fats than I should. I still eat overcoming MS. I'm still whole food plant-based with seafood. However, I probably have a lot more almond milk than I should, and I'll eat popcorn occasionally, even though it's a medical medium no food. So it's the times, and I feel okay. So, but yeah, don't be guilty. And really question the validity of some of what you see out there, because it's so easy to pretend and be fake about what things are really like on this social media thing. And I think part of the reason I don't get on here that much and share that much lately has been the fact that I've been feeling guilty because I'm not perfect. I'm not doing things perfectly, and I've been feeling lethargic, unmotivated, can't be bothered cooking really nice meals every day, and just letting things slide quite a bit because of how this whole thing feels. Truly communicating your needs and desires. Well, I think I've been following the bouncing ball a little bit with influencers and what other people are doing, and I need to replicate that for myself. As soon as I start trying to do my own thing, then something crosses the path and distracts that brain, or takes me away from what it is that I was creating, which is expressing yourself truthfully through creative ventures. If we can put blinkers on, get into our heart space, and I've talked about this earlier this year, and I was in there at the beginning of lockdown back in February, March. I was in there, I was doing it, I was getting it all happening. And then something happened, and I think it happened to a lot of us. Pop a comment below if you agree. I'd love to hear from you so that I know, and so that everyone else knows you're not alone. It's happened for all of us. Have you stifled your creative adventures? Or have you gone out there and embraced this? Because I know, and that's what is hard too to take, is that some people have gone out there and they've embraced this whole shift and difference and change, and they've gone out there and run with it, and they've created great success from this time. And then there's others that have held back. Maybe I've kind of embraced and held back, and embraced and held back my typical stop-startingness. But I feel that if I listen to this whale message, and you could have your own personal message from one of the animals or cards to listen to if you want to have a session with me, is that when we do, and I did do a labyrinth meditation yesterday with one of the networking groups here on the Sunshine Coast Business Mums. Plug for you guys. Thank you so much, Michelle Eccles, for doing that, for putting that on and sharing with us the labyrinth meditation. To get into flow, and what feels good and feels right is the way to go with what your ideas are and your creativeness. This is for me anyway, and I feel it's for most of us, all of us. Don't you feel good when you're doing what lights you up? What feels like it's coming from your heart and your soul and who you are in your being? What can stop us is if someone says, oh, it's how embarrassing, or that's like, I pulled a face today in the mirror with my daughter, and she goes, oh, that's scary. And like, yeah, my facial expressions can look scary sometimes. And that took me back to childhood, and it made me go like this, small, for a short moment. having that criticism, having that's scary, and not wanting to be scary looking, not wanting to look like freaky. Yet she embraces that uniqueness that she has, and I have a uniqueness too. We all do. She's unique in her own, and she runs with it. She embraces it. It's who she is, and she's proud and happy, and I don't want her to lose that ever. And I want to sap that in for myself and start not being scared to embrace that natural me and who I am and my essence. And if you don't like it, I want to be able to just be able to let it wash over like a, duck's feathers, what's the saying? Water off a duck's back, that's the saying. Yeah, so here I am. I just thought I'd do an update. This has gone on for a little while. I'm going to pop this link on YouTube, my Facebook and Instagram, so that you can all have a catch up with me and what's been happening. And the offer is there. I'll reach out to those of you who may inquire. If you do, reach out to me via a message on Messenger, and we can have a conversation, and I can share with you a little bit about, or we can sample a little bit of what it is I do for you as a healer, with the Reiki and the messages and the intuitive coaching that I can do, that my guides help with. I mean, I had the dream was there. I think the whale spat on me to just wake me up. Remember me, the whale? Stop being silly. Wake up. Do I need to throw a bucket of water over you to wake you up to this gift that you have and this awesomeness that you have? Because everyone that has had a healing with you has loved it. They've been impressed. Stop doubting yourself and stop doubting your gift to this world that people will embrace and want to see for themselves and utilize. So here I am. Sorry, I'm getting emotional because I do. That's who I am. And yes, reach out to me. I'm happy to help. And I want to do more of this. And yes, the drawing board is setting so that I can show up more to let you know that I'm here and inspire you to reach out and book a session. It's what I do, and this heals me as much as it heals those that I work with, to be doing this work. So wanting to let you know that I'm here to do it, and reach out to me. InspiredRobyn.com, or message me on the channel that you're watching this video. Bye for now.